Welcome everybody to the July Forum. It's really good to see you, especially in holiday time for you. Let me start introducing my team first. Evan will be in charge of the logistics and the internet things. And Ernie doesn't need any introduction. She probably help you and you talk to her. She's part of our team, Ernie. And would you like to, oh, sorry, Evan, do you want to say something first?
No, I'm okay. Thank you, Dr. Paul.
And Ernie, do you like to say something?
Yes, I want to say welcome, everyone. It's great to be back. I'm seeing so many that I saw you in person in Cincinnati a couple of weeks ago. So very excited about that and so happy to see you again and have so many others join us. We're looking forward to this forum, Dr. Lam. Thank you.
Thank you, Ernie. And Nuala is all the way from UK in a really difficult time. I think it's really late at night. And Nuala and Ernie, they want to make sure I do everything right. So they come in both time zones and they both come in really odd hours. And I really appreciate your dedication. Thanks, Nuala. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, hello everybody. Nice to see everybody and so many registered and joining us and sharing with us for this forum. Thank you for the forum, Dr. Lam. I think he has a great topic organized.
Thank you. So for the welcome everyone, especially people who's new to the forum. So I started with introducing our team, and then I'm going to introduce our special speaker. I'm going to say a few words of what we're going to do, the theme of this forum. So I talk about every month we have a topic. That topic comes from you. At the end of this forum, we ask you to vote for a topic. And of course, you can also send us suggestions anytime. So I will talk about the topic briefly, and then I introduce my special speaker, and then I will also talk or show you a video of me. And after that, there will be time for question. After the questions, there will be a space of time that we're going to put you in small groups where you get to meet people from different parts of the world. And then we come back and have more questions. That's about how we're going to spend the hour. Now, this forum is special. It's all about the June workshop. And the June workshop is just so special. We have the last June workshop, in-person workshop in USA in 2019. So there's 3 years in between that we have a Zoom workshop to replace the in-person workshop. But in-person workshop is different. So a lot of people has overcome a lot of challenges and go out their way to come. It was so special, and it just shows to me that we love Tai Chi, we need Tai Chi, and even though we enjoyed the Zoom workshop and like the Zoom forum, which is really amazing and really useful, but that in-person, face-to-face, the personal energy is so unique and so important, and that's why many people came, great effort, travel long time, and for different difficult circumstances. So at the beginning, there was this amazing energy, and at the conclusion, there was so much positive feeling, and they would really feel we achieved something. So in my talk, I'm going to show you part of my conclusion or closing talk. But I'm going to start with, you know, the workshop is in a way very spiritual, very emotional. It's more than the usual because we have that 3 years COVID, and even now there's still COVID, but people come because we have that need of Tai Chi. It's important to us, important for us to communicate, work with each other. Also, there's an importance of the technical stuff, this technical things. And so there are a number of speakers with the theme of the workshop is innovation, forest among the challenges. So one of the really important things that come out after the COVID was the topic that Becky is going to talk to you about. So Becky is a master trainer, and most of you probably know her quite well. She managed the Tai Chi, my Tai Chi workshops for many years, and she, because of family reason, she sort of stepped back a little bit, but she's still very active. She was in the workshop, and here's Becky, who's going to talk to us.
Thank you, Dr. Lam, and thank you everyone for allowing me to be here and share with you a topic that I'm passionate about. And one of the ways that we were able to overcome some of the challenges over the past 3 years is Dr. Lam created a new instructor training system. And some people you may have heard it called stage 1, stage 2 of the particular program that you would be training in. And what that means is stage 1 is the knowledge base and the online lessons. And the stage 2 would be the practical. And this could be used in after they complete the stage 1 in a virtual setting or an in-person setting. So this was really a way for us as in master trainers and the Institute to help ensure that people were prepared and able to come to either a 1-day, 2-day, or 2 half-day trainings for the practical. Stage 1, the participant would register for the stage 1 and the knowledge base and the online lessons part. And in that, they would get to go through these sessions or the units, the knowledge base, with who else but Dr. Lam. And he would be teaching what is Tai Chi, the features of that particular program, maybe in the first unit. And then each unit is followed by a short quiz. Then they would also learn about the said program, like if it was for the arthritis, what is arthritis? And, then that would be a unit. Another unit would be teaching the program safely. And then another would be teaching Tai Chi effectively and going through the stepwise progressive teaching method. And it's basically everything, and it goes on. And it's basically everything we would teach in day 1 of a 2-day workshop, a traditional Tai Chi workshop. And when they complete that, and intermixed with that, they would also be learning the set of Tai Chi with Dr. Lam. So they would be doing the warm-up. They would be learning one movement at a time. So it's basically like in our traditional setting with them going through the DVD, but more because Dr. Lam added more content to it. He broke down the teaching Tai Chi effectively and the stepwise. And so they get to, hear that from him, and keeping the fidelity of the program as well. So once they complete this whole thing, they would be able to get a certificate of completion, which they would give to the master trainer via email. So we would know that they're prepared to take stage 2, which is the practical training. And at the practical training, we would do a brief overview of the different topics to ensure that they feel comfortable with what Tai Chi is and about the program. And then we would also go over safety again, because what's our number 1 concern is safety, to do no harm. And we would also take time for everyone to go through the teaching, the stepwise progressive teaching method. And everyone gets a chance to teach, they get a chance to be a participant, and they get a chance to be the observer. And so it just reinforces everything that Dr. Lam has done in the new program. So why is this important? It's important for so many reasons. What I have found, I've just done a series of these trainings, and by far the people are coming to the workshops ready to do the practical. They're ready, they're more prepared. I've also had people who are younger, they're just beginning their careers. They could still be in college. Some people are in the middle of their careers. So we're reaching people in their 20s, 30s, 40s. So people who may not have been able to start Tai Chi, we're able to reach more people. We're also able to reach people all the way around the world, because let's see, when the first year that this came out, we reached our first Croatian instructor, Antun, and now we just certified our second Croatian instructor through using this program. So, besides, helping the master trainers during this difficult time, we've actually made it the program and able to spread our mission around the world through the program. So I am very grateful for this, for the opportunity to speak with you this evening. And it is, if you have questions and want to know more about this new learning system, please reach out to TCHI, service@tchi.org. You could also reach out to the workshop team, and they'll get you going into the right direction. So I'm really glad that I was able to come and be here with you this evening and share with you about the new self-paced program.
Thank you, Becky. That was a really nice, detailed discussion of stage 1. Of course, it's COVID that give me extra time and also give me the challenge to think about how can I work with my master trainer colleagues. So at the end result, I like to see it's like when you do a training workshop, or when anyone go to a training workshop, it's like I'm working side by side with my colleagues. And so you get training. For example, if you go to Becky's workshop, it would be like you've been trained with Becky and me working together. I'm glad it worked out. So COVID is not all bad. It has some good things. Also, it's sort of, I'm sure it do the similar to most of you. It's allow us or force us to think more about why are we here, what we doing in our life, and when we are more isolated at that period, make us appreciate how important it is to be part of the community, how important it is to work with the community. And also there's a lot of sadness. Of course, people perish and works being affected. So many things change in the world, and just more sadness in the world. So that kind of make me feel sort of more emotional. I guess being Tai Chi people, we do have emotions. It's just that we are more balanced emotion. And that's why at the end of that workshop, it was a bit sort of emotional, spiritual, and very, very, very good workshop. And I just felt that energy, that vibe from everybody, that was a really satisfying and really amazing journey in that 6 days of the workshop. So in my conclusion, I sort of share my emotion. So I like to share with you my concluding talks. And if you look at the newsletter, I will gradually share more of what we did, what other people talk about during the workshop, demonstration and all that. But now I'm going to ask you to have look at my concluding remarks. I remember 4 years ago, we were here, and quite a few of you are here, and I sing the Impossible Dream with Jocelyn, who saved me with her beautiful music. I don't sing in the shower even. So I kind of overcome my embarrassment to sing, because there's something at that time, 4 years ago, that made me feel very sad. There were some of our people who left, and somehow I just felt very sad. So I tried to tell myself that it's okay. We have this dream. Yesterday, I shared with you my emotion through the thought. And I'm so glad that many of you felt what I sort of felt about my emotions through the thought. The impossible dream.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, and the world will be better for this. That one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strong with his last ounce of courage, will reach the unreachable stars.
It is an impossible dream. Our vision, our dream is impossible. We want to bring harmony and peace to the world through what we do. That's an impossible dream. To dream the impossible dream and to fight the unbeatable foes. There's so many enemies in this world. There's egoistic people, there's dictators, there's guns, and there's violence, there's jealousies, discrimination. There's just so much evils in our world. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foes, and to bear the unbearable sorrow. There's so much sadness too. Sickness, worries, stress, our loved ones, and ourselves. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foes, to bear the unbearable sorrow, and to run where the brave dare not go. We don't run, Tai Chi people. We take our time, touch down, foot down, shift weight. But we are getting there because we are very well balanced, very firm, and we go where the brave would not go. Thursday, 2 days ago, I was so moved by Jerry's video, especially the last one. When he draw those circles on the beach, the Tai Chi, the circles, and he swing his sticks so powerfully against the wave, conduct the wave to slow down, keep the circles, and of course the wave coming, wash it away. Just like me swinging the sword. And what we do, the wave might just come and it's probably will and sweep it away. So why bother? The wave is nature, and it will come. So I think of the last phase that for one man, scorned and covered with scars, still striving with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. The star. So there is people we love, our children, their children, and who is to know if one man can fly with that impossible dream, just think of millions of us doing our best, use our last ounce of courage to dream the impossible dream. But then, with us Tai Chi people, when we do Tai Chi, when we share Tai Chi, you don't even need courage. You don't even need to try. It's just so enjoyable. When you're able to have that moment when your mind, your body were together, you are there really living right at that moment. And that moment is eternity. That will last forever. Whether the wave get rid of the circle or not, we have that moment and nothing will take it away from us. That moment of being totally body, mind together, that moment live forever. And we will make the world a better place together. So thank you for being here, because I think this week is so important. When I sing that impossible dream, I have no idea they're going to be COVID. The world's going to be upside down. So many good things gone, but we are here. Nothing stopped us. We are here, and this week is so important to me, and I think to you, that we are here. We are going to change the world. Thank you. Welcome back. I think what we're doing is really important, and it's just hard to imagine we do something we enjoy so much, and yet it's going to be so beneficial to the world. So part of that is for us to communicate, to work together as a community, like coming to the Zoom meetings, coming to share ideas in the forum, and of course, come to the workshops when you can. So I think I'm open for questions. Anyone like to comment or questions on anything really about what we do?
So Dr. Lam, we did have, Helga had some comments about how wonderful your talk was and how she was moved by it, and thanked you so very much. But she did want to ask if you could share this talk separately, not just as part of the workshop's recording. And I think maybe it's in the next newsletter or the most recent newsletter. Is that correct?
Yes, right. I will share as much as I can. Some of the recording did not turn up as well, so but I definitely, yes, it takes a while to convert things to videos and go through it, and yes, I intend to share as much as I can. Thanks, Helga, for that feedback.
And then a question on the stage 1, stage 2. I don't know if everybody understands how that works. So stage 1 is always virtual, or it would be a virtual. Stage 2, is that also virtual, or can that be in person or a hybrid? How can that, what the configuration on that? Maybe Becky, you know more about that.
Or maybe yeah, Becky, go ahead.
No, I was going to say
Can't hear
Dr.
you,
Lam
Becky.
is the creator. Dr. Lam's the creator of the program. So the stage 1, if you don't mind, Dr. Lam, I am really passionate about this. And the stage 1 is done through online lessons through Tai Chi production. So that is virtual, but they can attend this in person. They can attend it in a virtual workshop. It could be even in conjunction with a traditional 2-day workshop, and even done alongside with an update. And we just had a very successful week-long workshop where the participants that came and did the Tai Chi for Health programs, they were there, they did the stage 1, stage 2 as well. So I hope that answers the question there. And Dr. Lam, if I know you may have more to add.
Thanks, Becky. Oh yes, Becky says it all, but if I can make it simple, is either way is possible. Stage 1 is always online, and stage 2 can be online or in person. Maybe I should also add that we are working in the probability of having this as the preparation material for all qualifying workshops, whether it's online or in person.
And the great advantage to that too, right, Dr. Lam, is they get to go at their pace. So they can, when they activate the link, at this point, it's valid, it's for 6 months. And they have, so they, ideally it would be nice if they could complete it within 3 months, and then they would have the other 3 months to go back and listen to the talks again by Dr. Lam, and also practice with the online lessons.
In line of that change too, we are also trying to make it a year, so people can always go back for using the reference after the training. That's what we're working on, and we will let you know by newsletter. So if you know anyone's interested, do follow up the newsletter. And if you're a master trainer, you will be the first to get a message, any change.
Okay, we have a question about the updates. So the updates can also be done virtually with the stage 1, stage 2.
That's all up to the master trainer's discretion. But if they come to my workshop, I would use the stage 1 because it's sort of Becky was mentioning about you can do it in your own pace, and it's pretty comprehensive. So, but it's up to the master trainer to decide.
And several comments that people have enjoyed the stage one and helped them a great deal in stage two. And then the question always gets asked, where's next year's conference going to be?
We are working really hard. Ernie probably know the answer better than me. Our team are working really hard to find a right place. We did have a great place, but they can't tell us for sure until Christmas time is too late. So we're trying to find out early on. Ernie, would you like to say something about that?
Sure. As soon as we can get someplace that we will announce it, we will, let everyone know, of course. We always like to go to either East Coast, West Coast, and somewhere in the middle and rotate that. So we consider Cincinnati. We've been there 3 times. We love it. It was wonderful seeing everyone again for the 3rd time. But we have been to one of our favorite places on the West Coast in Oregon. But we won't have word on that finalized. We're number 1 in the waiting list, but you'll be the first to know. All of you will, of course, when we know. But we're constantly looking for new places. If anyone has a place in mind that you want to suggest to us, that would be great, and we'll follow up. Where we want to. Dr. Lam wants to come to you, and you come to him where it's convenient. So how wonderful is that arrangement? So let us know if you know of a place that you would like to have us in June. Meanwhile, we do have an announcement that maybe if there's time later on, Greg will probably be the one to be the best one to do that. We're going to be hosting Dr. Lam in Kansas City, right in the center of USA. So it'll be convenient for everyone to come to that, not just the regional, local people, but, brand new airport. So that's going to be September. So I'll let that announcement come later. So we're always looking for places. Let us know if you have any place in mind. I'll put in how to get in touch with the USA workshop team. I'll put that into the chat. Okay, thanks, Dr. Lam.
Thanks, Ernie.
So another question, actually, this has to do more with the background of the week-long conferences. You've been doing these a while in Sydney or in Australia, and then later on you started in the US. How did that all come about, or how did that come to pass, and particularly here in the States?
Okay, well, that's history. Many years ago, around close to 50 years, not quite, 48 years ago, I used to take a team to go to China to train there. And the Tai Chi were good, but the co-organization was really bad. One of my students who came with us, he's been doing Tai Chi with us, 24 Fong, for years, and he went to better his 24 Fong, and the institute, now the university, the top organization in China on Tai Chi, allocate a wrestler, because that's the teacher they have. So allocate a professor wrestler to teach this guy 24 Fongs. And so my students know more about the 24 Fong than the teacher. So that I was like, I'm well prepared. So I have instruction for the university, what to do, who to do, and they never look at it. So I got frustrated after a number of years taking people to train. It was okay for me. I have the top professor, Professor Meng and Kang, who trained with me personally. So I got great training, but my students don't get as good. And they spend a lot of time in paperwork and, and all these other things. So we spent 2 weeks of precious time for us, and we really didn't get trained as well. So I work with my school. We have really good people in my school, and we decided, or maybe I decided, they supported me, to do it in 1 week. But we are so well organized. We take care of everything. We have the best teacher who really specialize in what class you're doing. And we have everything playing so well that all you participant has to do is come and do Tai Chi and don't worry about anything else. So that was very successful in Sydney. So there's a number of people from USA come to Sydney. And when I start coming to USA 22, 23 years ago, my friends from USA say, hey, why don't you do the same thing here? And so we started 21 years ago was the first one ever in Connecticut. And since then, we have 21 workshops, 3 of them unfortunately virtual online because of COVID. But apart from that, all of them are in person. And we have a wonderful team of instructors, Becky, Darcy, of course, Nuala when she can come. And who else is teaching? Jocelyn. We have really great teachers, and you have very individualist class, and it was fantastic. It's like the highlight of the year for me and for everybody else is there. That's the history, and we have learned a lot. We have continued to improve our service, and our instructors getting better every year. Yeah.
And we have Bill and Linda Pickett with us today, and they've been teaching for a very long time. Yeah, so yeah, and many more. Oh my goodness. Scrolling, there's so many people to scroll down through here. I'm not sure. Sorry, I missed somebody possibly, but yeah.
Yeah, we have a
So
team
Ernie-
of great instructors.
Ernie has posted the contact information for the team if you want more information or any other questions you have about, gosh, anything, right, Ernie? You're the answer person.
That's right. We're the service department. I'm in the service department, but there's several of us that contribute to that. And if I don't have the answer, I can refer it out because you know, there's we all share and we all help one another. So that's what it's all about. Let's hear from you.
Absolutely. The team, Becky, who's not as active now, Pat and Ernie and Linda, they are so helpful. Just amazing how much time and energy they devoted. But I must say though, the instructor did an amazing job. Of course, Becky also teach too. I think it's just getting together and working together for a week, and we all focus on Tai Chi, and you turn around your classmates, your friends together. It's just like, yeah, it's very hard to describe how incredible that feeling is. Just a few weeks ago, I done the June workshop, and as I talked to you about the impossible dream, that's how I felt about the workshop. It is very deep in my mind, and I'm sure all my colleagues share that strong feeling about the workshop.
I think one thing when we talk about the workshops, we maybe forget to mention is they're a lot of fun. I mean, they really are. Everybody enjoys them. There's a lot of work, but also it's just great to see people and meet new people, and it's just very, very enjoyable. I always call it summer camp for adults. So it's kind of like when you're a kid, you go to summer camp and you get to play and stuff, and it's very much like a summer camp experience. A lot of fun. So it's very, very enjoyable, and it is a lot of work, but you learn a lot, and there's some great moments like Dr. Lam's talks that you get to participate in too.
Hey, great. That's great to mention that. And there is one thing we forget to mention is that the USTCC, the USA Tai Chi Association, co-sponsor and a great partner. They also, on the practical side, they offer lots of scholarships and really, really great support. And I think Denise is the person I think know the USTCC best, you want to say something, Denise, about?
Yeah, no, it's really is a wonderful event, but our scholarships, we will open up scholarships on the USTCC website the minute we have the workshop announced. And I really encourage as many people to apply. You do not have to be a US citizen to apply. To be honest with you, we've had people from Canada apply for scholarships. You do have to be a member. Our membership starts at like $20 for a supporting membership. And I think the application process really, they've done such a beautiful job. It really helps you to think about what you're doing. And I know everyone goes over and beyond to promote Tai Chi. So I encourage you to write everything down that you do. Sometimes we take for granted what we do and we don't give ourselves enough credit. So if you do decide to fill out an application, just mark everything that you've done, because you're all out there promoting Tai Chi for Health classes. That's what's making it so popular, bringing everyone here. It's all of you. So thank you.
Also a benefit, Denise, I know Nina, you've worked on these, are the periodic professional development
Events, yeah.
1 hour seminars you do. Some of them have been really excellent, quite good. So
Right.
that's
Right.
something
Well,
else.
Yeah, we're not a school. The way we approach it, we're not a school. We don't do Tai Chi. We're focused on the business aspects, things that are outside of, Dr. Lam's realm. We're going to be doing one on email marketing, which is so important, how to do it. We're going to be working on that in the fall. And Nina, Master Trainer Nina Zeldin is going to be doing an introduction to Google Forms. She's going to teach everyone how to create a Google Form registration with a waiver. And then for 2024, we're working on creating a website. What are the things you want to look at? How do you start? So we plan these like months in advance. But again, they're different. They're focused on business primarily. Thank you, Greg, for the thing.
Thanks, Denise.
Any more questions here? Let's see, one is the September session in Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri. It is in Kansas City, Missouri. You'll find out all about that if you come here. Yeah, I already just posted the dates. It is September 15th to 17th. I guess I might as well go into some of the details, but it is the 15th and 17th. On the 15th, which is a Friday, we're going to be doing the in-depth Young 24. Correct. And then on the weekend, that's Saturday and Sunday, the 16th and 17th, we'll be doing the in-depth for Tai Chi for arthritis, which is always well attended. So encourage everybody to attend. It's been what, 4 years, 3 or 4 years since you've been able to do a fall tour here in the States. So we're really excited about hosting you. And yes, we will send information about hotels and so on in the area. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks for that. And right after that, the Monday 18 and 19, there's a medical conference. It's the science of Tai Chi and Qigong by the professors from Harvard University. And so anybody who's interested, you don't have to be a scientist, researcher. It will cover all aspects. I'm an invited speaker. I'll be talking in couple of topics. One is our research on Tai Chi for memory. The other one is about accreditation process. So on behalf of the Institute, you can, if you're interested, send us an email. We give you the link to be in the conference. It's in Boston, where that part of the Harvard University is. That will be another, if you're interested in those scientific meetings, be great too. Oh, and then after that, the weekend after that, I'm going to do 2 workshops. At the moment, I'm thinking of doing the Depth 73 on Friday, and probably doing that synergizing the spiral force on Saturday, Sunday. And at the moment, it looks like we're just finding a location. We'll let you know soon as I find that. So as you know, I do 6 workshops before in USA in 4, but because of circumstances, I can only do 2. So those are the only 2. I'm only going to be in USA for 1.5 weeks, and then I'll have to go. So I hope to see lots of people during those occasions.
And that second one will be on the East Coast somewhere.
I think it's time, yeah, Evan, time to have the meeting with people.
Yes, we'll just do a short breakout session so that you all can continue to chat with one another, just make a few new friends. Thanks, everyone. And we'll get back at the end, we'll come back and do a quick group photo for everyone. So have a nice breakout session, everyone.
And yes, if you have a suggestion what you like topic for next month, this may be a good time just to mention it. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Helga. Hi, Tony. It's good to see you guys.
I just mentioned what Becky said about the stage 1 and the people in Croatia. That's been a magnificent thing for those people, those 2 people, 3 now in Croatia. And they've actually, Anton has actually got a fantastic upgrade to the sports into the sports center in Croatia, all because of that certification that he got with stage 1 and stage 2. He's absolutely delighted, and that wouldn't have happened if he hadn't have done stage 1 and 2 with you, Becky. He did it, and he's so pleased, and it's such a great thing for him to be able to do that and get the certification of the Croatian government, because he did it in a foreign country. It's all gone through now, and it's absolutely fantastic. I just wanted to mention that. That's been a great thing for him and for many people, but I know because of that, because we've helped him to get that certification through with the government in Croatia. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nora. And I think we're doing similar things in India too. Yeah, so
we're doing the same. Yes, we are.
Allow us to reach more places. That's what we want. We want to
Yes.
bring Tai Chi to help everybody around the world. We're going to change the world.
One person at a time.
Thank you for that. Yes, 1 person at a time.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Okay, so I'm going to formally close this, say goodbye to you for this forum. Do come next one. We'll let you know, we'll send you recordings of this, and we'll let you know what's the topic next month too. And not only come yourself, bring your friends to come. It's free, unless people want to pay a small, donate a small administrative cost. But you're totally free to come, free, and we don't make any difference at all. We don't know whether you did contribute or not. We just want you to come and enjoy the fellowship and the friendship and share knowledge with everybody. So, and meanwhile, you're welcome to stay for a little while longer, and happy to talk about anything else. Yeah, but make sure you unmute yourself if you want to talk. You know, this Zone 2 really reminds us how international we are. And of course, we have Ernie who wake up very, very early in the morning, like 1:30 in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning from USA. And often Hilke also come, and there was also a wrong time for her. Hi, Janet. It's good to see you.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Janet.
hi, Ernie. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Janet.
Yeah. Sally, Sonia, Myra, Julie, Audrey, Kataki from India. What time is it in India?
It's 12:30 p.m. 12:30 p.m. daytime.
Yeah.
12:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually.
And Sonia, who else? I didn't say hello. I think I know everybody here. Narelle, Jenny. Oh, good to see you, Jenny. Long time no see. So I'll start formally. This is the time on the hour. Let's start. Welcome to the Zone 2 of the July Forum. And I think it's really interesting to share what happened to the June workshop. That's where we have a lot of great ideas. And also that's where I did a pre-conference, which is something quite different from what I have done before. It's called Synergizing the Spiral Force. It's something I kind of discovered through the pandemic, that I practice a lot of Tai Chi for energy. And through that, I found something unusual happen about the spiral force. The energy is a relatively simple program, and yet I found there's something that helped me to understand and help me to do better with the more complex original form. So when I do Zoom style 73, chain style 56, which is where the Tai Chi for energy comes from, and of course 56 and 73 is a lot more complex. And yeah, I found that Tai Chi for energy really helped me to understand those other two better and help me to improve my understanding and level of Tai Chi there. So it take me, I think does take a bit of time, like 2 days, to explain what I really mean in terms of getting people to practice with me and feel the synergy of both styles and how the program facilitate that. So I'm hopeful that if I can get this done in maybe in a video online lesson, I can share with you guys. Alternatively, we are making plans to do this in Europe. Hi, Philip, welcome. And I think we're making possible plans to do this in Belgium next year. And I did the second one of the synergizing spiral force here in Australia just about last week, I think. And that was fun. It's amazing. Like each time I think of new things and have a deeper understanding. So I guess that's why teaching is so effective, so helpful for all of us. When we teach something, we really get to understand more of that subject. So where am I? So the June workshop is also, I think it's a special for this zone, because many of you or most of you was not so easy to get to USA, but more you are in Sydney, and it's a different flavor too. So what we learned from the June workshop, I think it's nice to share over here, especially this workshop, because I felt the 3 years of not having not yet having person-to-person annual workshop in USA, created a form of desire, a form of urge, a deeper understanding, unique feelings that really appreciate that person-to-person interaction, and also it gives us new ideas about coming back after 3 years. Also, it's very emotional. I think it's certainly, I thought maybe it's just me, but I think most participants felt that when I tried to share my emotion through my demonstration of the 36 chain style sword. And I did feel other people understand my emotion. Anyway, let me start with introduction in case some of you haven't been. I think most of you been this workshop, but let me introduce my team. Start with Evan, who would take care of the logistics surrounding of the internet, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning for you at the moment.
I'm visiting the East Coast of the US this time. I'm usually there with you, Dr. Lam. So just this once. Ernie does it every time around she's here. So nice to see everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Evan. And Ernie and Nuala has come to both workshops. So Ernie, would you like to say something?
Yes, welcome everyone. Thank you again for inviting me to your side of the world. Nuala, I believe we have 13 different countries with us today.
Yes,
and besides Evan visiting the US, I believe Robert Werner is planning to join us. And he was at the June workshop too. First part of that. So yes, well, thank you so much for inviting me again to this one. I enjoy seeing you all again.
Well, thanks, Ernie, for being here. Keep me consistent. And Nuala?
Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for coming along and sharing with us today. Dr. Lam has a fantastic topic this time. Well, always, but a different topic this time after his very successful workshop in Cincinnati, USA. So I know you're all going to enjoy it. Thank you for coming and just enjoy. If you want to ask any questions, please type them in the chat box. I have put a notice up, and Dr. Lam will try and answer as many as he can. And stay muted during the forum. Okay, thank you, everybody. Enjoy. Have a great time.
Thank you, Nuala. So one of the things happening with pandemic is it make us go deeper into ourselves. In a way, it help us to see me anyway, why I'm here, what's life about, and also allow me to practice more Tai Chi, understanding more depth of it. As well as that, one of the things I created is the stage 1 preparation for the training, our training system. It's the way it works is almost like I'm working with each master trainers when they run a training workshop. But so the June workshop, I think, is very emotional, spiritual, deeper, and more appreciated by everyone, instructors and participants. And certainly, we also have emphasis on the logistics of doing things. So the stage 1 preparation program has been used by a number of MTs, and Becky used it quite a bit, and she have really interesting experience to share. So she gave, this is one of the talks she was given in June workshop. And we have a video of Becky's talk this morning.
Back to you.
Yeah, Julie Barker have a question. Go ahead.
Yes, I've been through the stage 1 and I thought it was fantastic. But as instructors become more experienced, would there be a stage where we reduce the amount of repetitions of going through the warm-up and the basic information?
Well, stage 1 was really designed to train new instructors. And as it happened, after 2 years, the information I gather is a lot of instructors want to use it as a reference and to go back frequently. So we are working towards changing it and making it like available for longer time, like for a year or even longer. That not quite answer your question. The part is when you go through stage 1, you can do it with your own time, and you don't have it's online. So if you don't want to do the warm-up exercise, already done it, you just skip it. And so that is the other thing. You can pick what you need and go through what's you needed for, so it's sort of can suit people on what you need. Does it answer your question, Julie?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Anyway, of course, you know, you're welcome to write to me, ask any questions. I answer all emails, and and I think you all know my email address or go through service. And if you don't get an answer within 2-3 weeks, usually I do it much quicker. Then it's most likely because the anti-spam software has got rid of it and I never seen their email. Right again. I every now and then I found my own email was deleted. I mean, of course, Tai Chi people do feel emotional, and I do feel emotional. I like my friends, I like you guys, and I miss all that personal meeting. So I try to express it with my demonstration. And I was so surprised. Many people come up to me and tell me that's how they felt. So that's my conclusion talks about how Tai Chi works in my mind and how that works in other people. So I'm going to show you my video of me giving the, thank you, Helga, giving the conclusion talk. And yes, maybe we should just start, and that was break for me. In any case, when I really enjoy doing Tai Chi, practicing Tai Chi, sharing Tai Chi, teaching Tai Chi. So you can do something enjoyable. You don't need any courage, and if that can also change the surrounding around us to be nicer, well, that is something really worth spreading. And I know you guys, like me, you are spreading it too.
Hans, you want to raise your hand?
Rachel raised.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. I just wanted to say I did your Tai Chi a very long time ago, Dr. Lam, in 2007, and then I had a break from it because I had my family. And then I wanted to revisit it because I knew it would be useful with my patients. So I did your program on Zoom. I live in Cornwall, which is a long way away from Manchester. And I found it so helpful. And then from there, I've done other stage 1s to enable me to teach Tai Chi for Arthritis too. So I've done that with Becky. and then other things as well. And I've just found it so helpful because I'm quite isolated here at the tip of the toe of England, but also through teaching it, the things that the people that have come to me and the things that they have found in doing the Tai Chi has really astonished me and opened up so much possibility for people. They've just, they discovered it through their own practice, but it's been amazing. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel, for sharing that. Maureen?
Hi. That was wonderful, Dr. Lam. It was very emotional. The thing you said about the lady who came to your workshop and she had end-stage breast cancer. I have a lady who got in touch with me about 2 years ago who her initial question was, can my autistic son do Tai Chi? And he was 18 and she said he had seen Kung Fu Panda and he was inspired that he wanted to do some Tai Chi. And she had never thought of doing Tai Chi herself, but she said, I think it's something we could do together. She said, I've tried taking him to different classes, but he just feels stupid and won't go back. And so they came along and they have never left. They come twice a week and she has developed some really nice Tai Chi. His is less precise, shall we say, but he enjoys it so much. And she says to me that days when she's really busy and thinks that she might not be able to get to the class, he's the one that urges her, come on, Mum, we're going to the class. He says very little in the class. He's quite quiet, very personable though, and he'll do things like as they leave together, and I'll say bye-bye to them at the door, and in the midst of conversation he'll suddenly point to the clock and he'll say, I noticed that the clock's 2 minutes fast, someone should fix that. Which is just a nice little anecdote, but the real thing here is his mum, Elaine, has developed very serious breast cancer, caught quite late. And she is undergoing some very severe treatment for that, very challenging. And she's lost her hair and she's very thin and she looks quite unwell, but still they still come. And she messages me and says, I find it so calming. It's the most wonderful thing I've ever found. And she found it through her son, and now it's benefiting her. So I think that's wonderful. And it makes me cry.
Thank you, Maureen.
Thank you,
You did a great job. We just need to, for me, I feel that if there's one person's life that we can improve, we can impact that one person's life positively, then it's worth being here.